Hey everyone, it's come to my attention throughout this entire time I still haven't had a question of the day, what is your favorite Pokemon? And I put a little skit together to show you why Magikarp is my favorite Pokemon. So sit back and enjoy the little, skit. Yeah, good game, Pikachu. So anyway, here's the battle now. Alright, here is a battle with Ifeno, who messaged me over MSN wanting to battle. So I decided to test out some more Pokemon, so I can show you guys some other Pokemon I have. And I sent out a really cool shiny Metagross that I got from a trade from a friend. It's actually an Agiligros, but it wouldn't do too well against a Torterra, so I decided to go into Mismagius to eat the Earthquake. And I set up the sub as he goes in Arcanine. And he kind of makes a bad play here. He extreme speeds because he doesn't really know how substitutes work. He thought it counted as normal types, but obviously it didn't. So he gave me a free Calm Mind, and that's going to be really bad for him because this Mismagius is going to just go berserk on his team after a while. So I Calm Mind again. So now I have two Calm Minds up, and he sends out a Tyranitar. And I have Hidden Power Fighting, so that's obviously the move I decided to choose. The ×4 hit against him, even with the 50% special defense boost he gets from the Sandstorm, it's still not going to cut it. Tyranitar goes down. So he's thinking about what he wants to switch in. And he eventually decides to go back into Torterra. And here he crunches, which leads me to believe that this Torterra is choice banded, because otherwise he would just use Crunch when he was in against the first time, if you know what I mean. So this Torterra is probably choice banded, but all he does is break the substitute before I'm able to kill him. So Torterra goes down, and that's pretty awesome. So he thinks what he wants to switch in, as Mismagius takes some damage. And he goes back into the Arcanine here. And Arcanine also has Crunch, which I wasn't expecting. And that's going to hurt because I try to set up the substitute because I'm thinking it might be a free substitute. But he does Crunch and that kills the sub. And that's whatever. So now I know I actually have to attack this thing. So I go with the Shadow Ball here, and it does KO the Arcanine, which is great, because I didn't want to take a Crunch to the face, obviously. So now I get buffeted by the Sandstorm, and of course I heal it off with leftovers, whatever. And he's thinking about what he wants to do, because Mismagius is like a beast. And he eventually decides to go into his Salamence. And once again, I'm going to try to set up the sub, just because hoping he goes for the Dragon Dance or something, but he actually uses Dragon Rush. And I don't think I can kill this thing in one hit, but I decide to try, just because, to get some damage on it. I think Mismagius already did his part, but, I probably should have switched out, because I didn't want to lose Mismagius. So he goes with the Dragon Rush again, and my Mismagius goes down, and I decide to go into Scizor, because I have the Bullet Punch, and that kills Salamence. And I'm thinking I have a pretty good chance to win this now. I'm like, yes. So now he goes into Gallade, and I'm going to stay in Bullet Punch. I know it's a 2-hit KO, because I have a Choice Band Scizor. So he's thinking about what to do, and as you can see, I go for the Bullet Punch. Not quite a KO, and he Close Combats, and that's going to hurt Scizor a lot. Close Combat stabbed is just a beast to anything, really. So, now I go with the Bullet Punch again, and Gallade goes down, which is awesome. And he goes into his last guy, Metagross, and this is going to cause me huge problems. This is so ridiculous. So I go out to Infernape, wanting to save my, Scizor, knowing Bullet Punch isn't going to do a whole lot to Metagross, but he Agilities. And I'm looking at my team, I have nothing to stop an Agiligros. So my Infernape goes down. And, yeah. So what am I supposed to do? I have to kill it somehow. I mean, I have so many more Pokemon than him. I just send out a Pokemon that can survive a hit, and then, just do damage to it. So right now I'm just thinking, what can I possibly set in to hurt this thing? And I eventually go in a Kingdra. And I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance. It's probably a mistake. I should have, just attacked him twice with Hydro Pump. But, I do Dragon Dance once, as he Meteor Mashes, and he gets the attack raise, and now I'm like, great, now I'm just completely boned. Because what am I supposed to do now? Now that he has attack raise. So I go for the Waterfall, and, it does about half. And, that's enough so that I think my own Metagross can finish it off. And there's actually a 15% chance to KO here. And luckily, I survive with 3 points and finish off Metagross. Great game, Ifeno. We definitely have to do this again sometime. Rate, comment, subscribe. My Pokemon giveaway is still in effect. Check it out if you haven't already. And, just a really awesome game. Good game. Also, if you'll excuse the blatant advertising, I'd like to draw your attention to the Pojo forums, which can be found at pojo.biz. It's really a great forum. It's not quite as big as Maryland, Cerebi, Smogan, but there are competitive battles there. We have a tutor-apprentice system, as well as a battle ladder. Tons of people to trade and battle with. Check it out if you're looking for a forum so you can battle people on. It's really a great place.